So here's my bike. It's a 2007 Kawasaki Ninja 650R. I have a few mods on it, I'll show you. It's my exhaust right there. It's a Scorpion factory oval. It's pretty nice. Right now it has the silencer in it. You can kind of see it in the end here. See that in there? That's the silencer. It's still pretty loud with that in. If I take it out, it's insanely loud. Like it hurts your ears. It's so loud. Then you can see in the back here the spools to put it on a stand with. Unfortunately, that one is a little bent on the right from getting knocked over. Let's see. There's T-Rex frame sliders right there. They're the no-cut ones. You can see that they don't have any holes cut in the fairing. They just come up through the existing hole in the fairing. They're pretty nice. The one on the right has already saved my bike when I hit some gravel one time. And I had to buy some new ones from them, but they sent them pretty quickly. I have some steel brake lines on the front here. Galfer steel brake lines. See those right there. And they each come down separately to either side. And I also have Suburban machinery bars on it right now too. They're pretty nice. They're stainless steel. And they bolt right on. I think they look a lot better than the sport bars that a lot of people get. Looks a lot more OEM, and they're the same color as the rest of the metal, so it matches a little better. And then I also have these blue levers here. They're just cheap Chinese rip-offs of Pazzo level levers, but they work fine. I've had them on there for about 2 months now, and I haven't had any problems. I just made sure that I tightened all the bolts and nuts on them right when I got them. They were pretty loose, but they're all lock nuts, so hopefully they don't fall off anytime soon. Then in the back here I have a Puig, or however you say it, fender. It's pretty nice. Kind of expensive for just a piece of plastic, but it helps because normally a lot of water would spray up right underneath the bike and like right under the rectifier, and that's not good because the plug is exposed and it'll get corroded and stop working. I have a Pro Grip tank protector right there. And then on the sides I have the Tech Spec Gripster tank pads, and they're the snakeskin type. They're pretty nice. You can see they're coming off a little bit though. If you look carefully at the bottom one there. But I think it's just because I didn't really clean the wax off the plastic before I put them on. And it's only on the curved part they're coming off, so that's fine. And then on the front, which you probably already noticed, I just cut the windshield down. The stock one like buffeted my helmet a lot. It blew right up underneath where my head is, and especially on the highway my head would be shaking a lot, and the wind noise would be painful even wearing earplugs. So I just took that off with a Dremel tool and added a little black weather stripping kind of stuff on there just to make it look a little better. It made a huge difference. My helmet's almost silent now on the highway, and it also keeps you a lot cooler in the summer because you can get some wind on your chest. Then for the headlights, I just have the Silver Star Ultra Sylvania bulbs. They're nice and bright. I know some people put HID bulbs in there, but I don't think that's necessary, and it would just be a pain in the ass wiring all that stuff. And then I also have a couple of the Hella Supertone Horns. They're up underneath the fairing in the front. I don't know if we can see them. Let's try here. Yep, you can see them there. they're just zip tied on, which is kind of weird, but it works fine. I couldn't find any place to really bolt them, but there's a bunch of zip ties, so they're pretty snug on there, and they're nice and loud. Keep all the cagers at bay. And then I also have a R&G Tail Tidy on the back here. Unfortunately, when I dropped my bike on that gravel, the back of it hit the side of an SUV as I was sliding and got all bent to hell. So I just took it off and beat it back into shape with a hammer as best I could. But a lot of the paint chipped off, and I just haven't got around to painting it again. And then these turn signals are from my brother's 2013 Kawasaki ZX6R. He just bought some tail eliminator, or fender eliminator, and it came with turn signals, so he didn't need these anymore. So I took them, and they bolt right into the tail tidy, so that's pretty nice. Definitely a lot sleeker looking. See, that's about it. I just put new brake levers, or a new brake pedal and a new shift lever on there, because those were kind of bent up from the previous owner. You can see the stator cover here. It's kind of scratched from the previous owner dropping it on the left side, but he replaced all the fairings and everything. I'm not going to spend the money on that. It's $400 for the upper mid fairing there, and like $150 for the bottom one. So it's not worth it. You can see the other side here, the steel brake line. That's about it. I also modified the airbox a little bit. I just pulled out one of the snorkels, so it's a little bit louder, and apparently that also gives it a little bit more power combined with the exhaust, so that's nice. You can see those clips sticking out right there. Those are for my Cortec tail bag. They just clip right on there. That's pretty nice. I might show you that later. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention I put Ricor Intimators, they're called, in the front forks. They're basically a cartridge emulator that just sits right on top of the normal valving in there. And then you also put in a lot lighter weight fork oil. So then only the valve emulators are doing, or the cartridge emulators are doing the work instead of the oil. Then I also put in some Racetech springs that were set up just for my weight. So that makes a huge difference for the front. Unfortunately, I still have the stock rear shock there, and that thing just sucks. Even though I have the preload set properly, it's still pretty harsh over bumps, and not very good in corners. It's pretty mushy, really. So it's kind of sketchy sometimes if you're really leaning it over. But I'm not going to spend $800 on a new shock.